Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gate Cemetery, February the 4th day, son of Mary, day ahead of my born day, independence and law, may civil literal lost case, with case laws, we break them down like Jericho, keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho, or keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio, fake pandemics announced over the radio, annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains, I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way, I was in a lost state, prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate, cooking like I'm Salt Bay, rapping like I'm Denzel, Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel, had no door, I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up, warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up, born in the manger, sworn to be savior, walk through the valley of the shadows of the death, dipping slavery, looking for life, the book of Genesis, astral plane entrances, invoke the nemesis, abstract images of past lives kicking in, danger, running for your life, finishing.
Morris Lamar, key man or oracle, using trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts like a dirty moon or a Drew Ali Craig, calling them Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brainwaves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real, all I see is false evidence, VAR feminists, stomped on by elephants, won't like no prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the pole magnetic resonance, apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane with no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quickie. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
I'm back again with some uncomfortable conversations
Uncomfortable conversation.
with Brother Cush Day.
That's shout out to all the Moors that's holding it down.
Islam was peace to all the Moors, honors to all the mothers.
Peace and love to all the sisters, all the mothers.
Now this is another thing. There, let me know what you think about this one.
Go ahead.
So I heard that in China you can't use a gold seal in China. So the Moorish consulate China office doesn't put a seal on your documents like the gold seal. They just do like a stamp seal or whatever. Do you have any thoughts on that?
So is that, if that's a fact, then how is this brother doing what he's doing on his travel documents? How is he going to and from, not just locally, but how is he going to travel internationally with, if they don't honor what he has on an international travel? That's what I want to know. How can they do that?
Now I've seen Moors leave on this side and go across the Atlantic Ocean to places over there, but like I never seen them go through the thing and show it or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I seen them on one side and on the other side with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen them use it, like straight use it there and then go there. I ain't saw that.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that yet. Like I heard you say earlier, I was cutting earlier and I was listening though. That you said earlier about how like Noble Drew Ali. We gotta show him peace and love to the prophet, man.
Islam to the prophet.
Noble Drew Ali, this man right here already laid down what we had to do. He laid down divine instructions 100-some years ago.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to reinvent the wheel?
Yep.
Why?
And that was what we asked. That was what I asked Shalamar when we started. Like, why don't you? If the consulate could do the same thing that Great Seal is doing right now, why don't you just say that you're Great Seal?
Exactly.
Like, why are you gonna create a whole new thing? You know what I mean? Something's already laid down that works. So what's with the whole, power position thing?
Right. Why try to change something that's not broke?
Right.
It's not broke though. Why try to feel the need to rearrange what's already there?
Like granted, things might not have been perfect with it. You know what I mean? After Noble Drew Ali. Yeah. It might not have been it might not have been running how it was running. But it was working. You know what I'm saying? We have had interaction with too many Moors to not say that being a Moor is where it's at. Forget whatever else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, Moore.
It's like when you just looking at like the literature in front of your face, I mean, it's just slapping you in your face. Like, how can you go against the instructions? How? He's saying in the holy instructions from the prophet about religion, there is but one Allah, the author, the creator, the governor of the world, almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. I mean, so if you going against this, you definitely are on the other side. There is no, well, I made a mistake. I didn't really realize what I was reading. Nah.
Yeah.
He says he hath instituted laws for government, for the government of the world. He hath wonderfully varied them in all beings, and each by his nature conformeth to his will. To his will.
His will.
Jamal was just talking about that the other day.
His will.
His will.
Or her will. Or her
you know
will.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's not rocket science, man. I mean, the instructions are already divinely prepared for our earthly salvation. We just keep going to the goddamn circus to try to figure out a new way to entertain ourselves and to get remedy. Come on, man. We ain't got to do that shit. You don't have to do that. Just stick to the script. Like if we was on some street shit, you know what time it is. You got to stick to the script.
Yeah.
You're not finna do nothing different. If we out here moving packs, how we moving packs? You come over here trying to open up shop doing some different shit, you're going to mess up the whole operation.
Yeah.
New Jack City, what happened? Nino Brown had the whole demo lined up. He had everything set up in place. What happened? Somebody got greedy. G-Money. G-Money got greedy, start doing stuff different. What happened to the operation? Everything imploded.
Jealous of the fame and nobility.
Damn. It's like the same stories over and over and over. Yeah. You jealous of who kicked it off. You jealous of Nino. You do your own thing. Every time, man. Just like in the movie Belly. The same thing. It's the same old story. Cats get jealous. They want fame. They want material wealth. And what end up happening? They end up getting killed anyway. You know what I'm saying? Cool Joe, that shit crazy. You end up getting bodied. Like, look at
Anyway,
Abraham Lincoln. Look at Abraham
anyway.
Lincoln, right? Abraham Lincoln threaded the proverbial needle between institutionalized slavery and, you would say, law. He threaded the needle when he came up with the 13th Amendment. He threaded the needle because he was saying that, okay, involuntary servitude is unconstitutional, but voluntary servitude, you see how he real slick. He's slick, dog.
That's why, and that's part reason why also they didn't like him and put him on the penny and all that stuff, because they were like, yo, you're a nigger. We don't like you.
Yep.
We know we don't like you.
Yep, bro. He threaded the needle. And what ended up happening to Abraham Lincoln after he did? Yep. He tried to play both sides.
Both sides. Yep.
The shit don't end like the shit does not end how you think it's gonna end, man.
Yeah.
You can't serve two masters.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
And they still put a bullet in his head.
Yeah. Even,
so
and on the flip,
they gonna do to the average cat that's outside in the streets?
Yeah.
If you trying to play both sides.
Yeah.
This dude was the president. He was the president, and they still put a bullet in his head. He tried to serve two masters. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it, man.
Right? That was even the can't serve two masters was even the most deaf lesson with the world passport.
Man.
Either you're more or you're that. You can't play that. You're not gonna recognize U.S., but you're gonna recognize some sovereign Europeans that got an office in Washington, D.C. called World Service Authority.
Yep.
That just issues passports.
Yep.
That people could get them and use them and they'll work. Why would it work? Obviously because those people work with them people. Why wouldn't it work?
Yep.
Why wouldn't it be so easy? Obviously they work with them if it's that easy.
Yep. Right. Like show where like I seen Juju, she said show the stamps of the so-called travel document that he got. Where the stamps at?
Yeah.
Where, like Mother said, where are the stamps? Where are the stamps, fam?
Mother said, where are the stamps?
Like Mother said, where are the stamps showing that you travel to and from where you say you've been or you go? Mother just said that. So, I mean, that's valid. It's valid. It's Joe, this is an uncomfortable conversation. We in an uncomfortable conversation zone.
Very uncomfortable. Just like you gotta ask the question to the people who say lean and UCC or whatever, show me the unlimited account. Just show me the account with the unlimited whatever in it that we could discharge all the debts.
Yep. Right. If you got an unlimited amount that you could discharge, first off, why the fuck you charging me? If you could discharge anything, why the fuck you discharging Moors? If you supposed to be a Moor. Then, if you saying you discharging it, where your receipts at? Pull the paperwork up. Huh? This one I want to see the paperwork.
Yep.
Where the documents at?
Yeah. Got a question.
Hold on. Look. Wait, can you see? I'm gonna zoom in. See the UPS man, right?
Yeah.
You see the truck?
Yeah.
Okay, so the UPS man here, right? If it looks like the uniform of an agent, it's an agent. It's an agent, G.
No question.
See the UPS man they got a uniform on.
Yeah. We're not gonna call UPS man McDonald's worker.
Exactly. I'm not finna call the UPS man somebody that work for FedEx, man. He got a uniform on. You can tell the uniform by the language that they talk out of their mouth. I'm not finna call him somebody that work at Chuck E. Cheese. He's not a Chuck E. Cheese guy. He works for UPS. That's what he do. The uniform is what the uniform is, man. UCC, Cujo, all these UCC experts and all that shit.
Yeah.
Where they at? It's a whole lot of UCC experts out here. I could discharge this. I ain't got to do that. But they still pay taxes though.
And charge people when they could discharge that.
Yo, but they could discharge that though. That shit is insane.
And
It's
insane. And another uncomfortable conversation is how come all these Moors are doing this full colon hyphen, write your name in lowercase and all this stuff, and not telling people that comes from David Wynn Miller, who's a modern European sovereign citizen guy.
Oh shit.
He actually transitioned. He's not even around anymore.
Wow.
But his stuff lives on.
Wow. They don't want to honor this, bro.
They don't want to honor the man. They don't want to honor the man of the decade, the man of the century.
Man.
They don't want to honor the man of the millennium.
Why don't they want to give Noble Drew Ali his respect, man? Why? Are y'all going against yourself?
That's the bottom line, isn't it? Isn't that the bottom line? That ultimately you're going against yourself.
You're going against yourself. Why are you fighting yourself? Why? Because you're going to lose anyway. All you're going to do is bring your dumb ass back to earth again and do it over.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to do. And the whole time, you might not even come back to earth. Your ass might get sent out to junk space somewhere. Fuck around. Like, yo, Cujo, they might get their ass sent out to junk space somewhere. Fucking around. You might not even come back here no more. The vibration might be too high for you to be here.
For real.
Man.
That's the hell. That's the hell right there.
Man. Uncomfortable conversation. They don't want to talk about that shit. Shit. Talk about where you ain't gonna be at no more. You keep playing around with this evil energy. You gonna keep playing around, you're gonna get just what you looking for.
Yo, they're getting it already. I don't know what more they need. You know what I mean? Drew Ali told him in the 1920s the fire was scorching their coattails or whatever. You still playing around?
They still playing around. Why they keep playing so? Hell, Jamal said they can discharge, but they ride in a rental. Right?
They didn't discharge that. They never show you the bill. They never show you the bill that they discharged the debt to, but they're gonna sell you a package to discharge.
Right. Your mama and them stay in low income housing, but you say you got a mansion and shit. But you got rental cars. You know, you can't get your mama out the projects. You can't get your mama a plush crib like you got. But you could discharge my debt for just give me $2,500, brother. I could discharge hotel.
And what they're really doing is going to the TransUnion credit whatever, putting in a complaint that there's a false thing on the record, and then you can get it removed.
Yep.
And that's just sending them a letter. That's all. Just sending them a letter does that. They're telling you 2,500.
Yeah, let me get a cool 2,500, brother. You know, hotel, brother. Yeah,
5,
hotel, brother. Let me just get 5,000. I could just go ahead and clear your whole credit. Yeah. Hotel, brother. Never mind.
As
This
if the trans union Equifax whatever people are responsible for credit. That's just like
exactly.
thinking Better Business Bureau is responsible for business whatever. They're not responsible for nothing. They're just a registry. They're not
Exactly.
serving no purpose.
Exactly. That's what I'll be saying. Like people out here, man, they want to get out of they want to get out of it, but at the same time they keep pulling themselves back into shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. We're not knocking you for trying to get out of it, but you gotta stop pulling at straws to try to get out of this shit.
Yeah, you can't get out that way. It don't work.
It's not gonna work. It's not
It,
gonna work. You know what I
you
mean? First
can't.
of all, your priorities are whack because the thing that you're supposed to be dealing with right now, you want to hide and not deal with that because emotionally, you're not ready to go talk to whoever you got to talk to deal with whatever issue it is.
Right.
So that you know what I mean. You have to find out stuff. You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
can't fight it. You know?
They wanna. Everybody want to get a quick fix. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say the
Yeah,
majority want to get a
do
quick
it. Do it a
fix.
quick, some microwave
Yeah.
nationality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got the microwave heads. The microwave heads. They want to get a quick fix to get out of something, and in reality, it don't even take a lot. It it don't. Just nationalize
yeah,
and enforce law, treaty law, and enforce the Constitution. And even in still doing that, it's still gonna be a battle. But at least you're gonna have a strong foundation that has proof behind it. Not that we shall overcome bullshit.
yeah. That's not doing nothing. Waste of
Yo,
time.
yo, Cujo. Yo, I put a post up. I looked at some old 1950 signs. Why whole time they look this, besides the wording on those signs, it's the same shit as today. The
Yeah,
same shit. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
They changed the faces, but kept the same shit.
Yeah.
Yo, the same shit. You got motherfuckers out here marching. They marching slow. I know they feet hurt. Yo, I know they feet. I know they dogs is killing them, G. They dogs is killing them. They've been walking all day,
You
and
know
they
which one's
getting
killing them?
home.
You know which one for sure is killing them? The Achilles. The Achilles one is killing them for sure. The Achilles one is killing them for sure. Where the band-aid doesn't work, nothing works.
Crazy. Nothing's working for you.
Nothing works, yo.
But you still got the ringleaders out here, man. Al Sharpton and the other cats that's playing that they playing both sides, man. Yo, shit crazy, man. I know y'all feet hurt. No, I know y'all tired of holding the motherfucking bullshit ass signs. They holding the signs up and shit like this. They just holding signs up, walking.
That's gonna be an uncomfortable. That's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation right there.
Motherfuckers just walking down the street holding it up like this. Nigga, all that energy that you burnt off doing all that, man, you could have just gone ahead and donated that energy to something that would have actually brought you results.
Something.
You could have went down and talked to the youth or something, man. You probably could have played 10 basketball games with the youth in the park or something. But you want to do this. We shall over. Like, man, sit your ass down. That shit ain't working.
Okay, so this is the thing now. So for the uncomfortable conversation, right?
Yeah.
What is causing that? What is causing that disconnect from seeing this stuff in your face? Like, because I'm wondering if it's not already zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like, we're not waiting for it. It's already been on some, seriously, it's been on for a good while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're just getting our are sight together at it, you know.
Yep.
But because you're dealing with competent, well, somewhat competent people, you know what I mean? They claim they know something, they got books they've read or whatever, but
Yeah.
they can't get over this hump.
I think it's like, I think it's the fact that people nowadays they've embedded in their minds that nothing is gonna change. They've like accepted that nothing is gonna change. So I might as well just fit in while I can fit in because ain't shit gonna change.
Hmm.
That's, to me, that's what's so uncomfortable about Moors bringing that light to the scene, beaming out information that's gonna uplift humanity. I think as far as North America, the majority they fell in love with just being in a struggle. Like, it ain't no more about getting out the struggle. It's just, fuck it, we gotta struggle. We like, it's no other way but to struggle. Like, nah, that's not how it's supposed to be no more, man. It's like yo, Cujo, it's like when you go to the gym and you working out. You working out in the gym, you start off at 135. You know, 245-pound plates in the bar. It's gonna be uncomfortable for you trying to bench press that weight for the first time. You're gonna struggle. But after you got it in your mind that you've done it a few more times, now it's time to move up to the next level. You're not gonna struggle with that weight no more. You're gonna bench press that shit, get it up off you, and you're gonna put more weights on there.
Yeah.
Our people, for some reason, can't connect. It's like a disconnect. It's like you're gonna struggle with when you first learn something, but after you manage it and comprehend what you're doing, you're supposed to grow. Growth and development, man. How come we think about growth and development with our bodies, but we don't think about that in our mind though?
Mm.
You feel me, dog? Like,
yeah. No, that's real.
Why is it that we the only ones that gotta struggle before we gotta struggle our whole life? Our whole life we gotta fucking struggle. Get spit on. Not be able to go to restaurants and feel like you safe. Not be able to get in your car and travel without feeling like we're gonna be executed. You know? Why is it we gotta go through that shit? Like, I'm not asking the Moors that's competent. I'm putting out that out there for you Moors that don't know you Moors and you think you black. Why is it that we as a collective have to think like we have to struggle for everything that we get and then we're gonna be rewarded when we die? No, fuck that.
Uncomfortable conversation. That one's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable for their ass. Yeah.
They don't want to do that shit.
Yo, they don't want to talk about that, bro. Why do we have to struggle our whole entire life just to die and then, we're gonna be in heaven? Why you can't have your heaven on earth? Don't
they have a black power thing that the struggle continues?
The struggle continues.
Oh, that's the hex. That's the hex right there.
The struggle. The struggle.
I know I'm having a blank right now, but if anybody in the chat knows where that came from, the struggle continues.
The struggle continues.
I know it's some black shit, but I can't remember where it came from.
Black. Man, don't y'all know, man? Hold up. I got it. Hold up. I think it's in the Circle 7. Hold up. I think it's in the Circle 7. We're talking about the power of words. I gotta find it. Man. But that's an uncomfortable conversation for them more because they don't want to talk about spells. They don't want to talk about the spells that come out their mouth. They don't want to talk about the spells. I mean, this thing in our mouth, the tongue, it is a double-edged sword, but why do we keep stabbing ourselves though? We ain't got to. We can't wield our sword to cut up bullshit, why do we keep wielding our sword, cutting ourselves up?
Yeah.
That's that's uncomfortable for them. They don't want to talk about that. Like it was a dude in the barbershop. This dude talking about today. It was today. He talking about, well, he was 50 something. And he was trying to imply, like, since he's 50 something, that he can't work out or read because he doesn't have enough time because of his age. It's today. He said, you can't read, you can't work out because your age, your physical age is limiting you from what you can do.
From what you could do. That's where our people are at. That's why it takes Moors like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be doing something to get this information out to them, to give them that confidence of self.
Yeah.
Actually, how about this uncomfortable conversation?
What up?
I've seen people who classify themselves as black have crazy interactions with police, store clerk, whatever, right?
Yep.
What type of interactions have you had being in a Morris status with people? If you have any examples of some off the chain ones, interactions you had with other people relative to us being Moors.
Oh, okay. The last one, it wasn't really crazy, but it was like it just felt like off to them. To me, it was normal because yesterday I went into the store to grab me a water, and the sign on the door said, no mask, no service. And I walked in there. I'm like, man, whatever. I walk clean in there, and I end up getting my water because I go in there a lot. Everybody Cool Joe had a fucking mask on. Everybody. But the people that worked there, some of them had a mask on and some of them didn't. They had their shit pulled down, like down here and shit. So I'm like, they know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
They know it's bullshit. So I get my water, and I'm like, salam. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the dude. He like, salam, because I always go in there. He like, oh, salam, salam. They always saying something. Salam, salam. You know what I'm saying? Cape Halik. I'm like, Cape Halik. I'm like, he like, you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah. And I'm talking to the dude, and I'm not even, he not even asking me about a mask.
Yeah. At
all. He ain't said, none of them said nothing about a mask to me. But everybody else that goes in there, it's like, it took yo, Cujo, another uncomfortable conversation. It took the population 4 months to be programmed. So now, without somebody even reminding them, they grab their car keys, they grab their face mask, they going outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Yeah.
Like, now you got to grab your car keys and your mask now?
And your mask. Mask is part of the...
Yo, what is that, G? What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's where it's at. That's all that stuff that they were making videos about and all that. That's all that New World Order stuff that they were talking about, that they were crying about. They're waiting for some chip and whatever like that, when the mask is the freaking chip.
Man, they don't even have to have security. They used to have, when they was first trying to bring this mask shit out, they was trying, I don't know how it is anywhere else, but in Chicago, they was trying to like put security guards in a line and walk around and try to intimidate people to wear a mask and shit.
Yeah, they got
now, 4 months later, they not even doing that no more. People are just willingly doing it themselves.
Now they have them here. They got them here. I'm
like, they got them there too?
Yeah, majority of stores got the security there. You know what I mean? Make sure stuff.
Yo, that shit is crazy. It took 4 to 5 months for people to be indoctrinated and conditioned to now come out the house with their key and a mask on.
Oh, I want you to get this one. This is an uncomfortable conversation.
What?
Somebody asked in the chat, You don't think we're living in the end times?
The end time. Hell nah, the end times, huh? Yeah. The end times. You know what the end time is? It's the end time for that bullshit. That's the end times. Yeah. We are in the end times. We in the end times of that bullshit, that fuckery, that everybody out here that's Moors, that's standing on it, the 5 principles. We know it's the end times for the bullshit. It's not the end time for us. It's the age of Aquarius, fam. This the age of everything. Enlightenment.
Beautiful time to be alive.
Man, it's a beautiful time to be alive. But if you're on that fuck shit, it's a dreadful time for you. You better hide. You better go hide. You better go run away somewhere to a temple. Or you better find you a Moor that's really on them.
That's really on the frequency.
If they not on that vibration and that frequency, you're gonna be somewhere you don't want to be at.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be the Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Eating meat and you know what I'm saying, talking crazy out your mouth.
Yeah.
I gotta struggle. Pass me that chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Like for example, where with where we're at, they got it that, it's not really mask, it's more you just need a face covering or whatever. Right?
That's crazy.
Right? So it doesn't even have to be a mask. It doesn't even have to be the blue stuff and all that. It doesn't have to be that. You just have to have something on.
That's crazy.
All. Like what you got on right there, pull that up and you're all right. They don't even care how thin that is. They don't even care.
They don't even care.
Right.
I seen people, like I know you seen people, Cujo, where you got people that's cutting open the shit on their face. They cut the mask open off their mouth and go in the stuff. And nobody says nothing to these people. Nobody. And then another uncomfortable conversation.
Hold on. So if they cut the thing, didn't the COVID just get in their mouth or whatever? Because they're going to be sucking on the thing flapping in and out of their mouth or whatever after they cut it.
Bro, you know it's going to be crazy, bro? It's going to be really nuts when I start seeing people smoking through that shit.
I think I saw one. Like doing they were at a shisha bar or some shit. The mascot, and they had the hole for the freaking thing.
Bro, it's really gonna be getting really hectic outside. When people start smoking, leave the mask on and start smoking through their shit, and then like blowing it out through the hole, bro, it's gonna be nuts outside. That's when it's gonna be out of control.
It's gonna get there. I can see that. Just when you said grab the crease, grab the mask.
Yeah.
That shit was real. That was a real thing. Like actually, and then just seeing people with it, you know what I mean? They got it with them, and it's
shit crazy outside, man.
Yeah, it looks like one of those guinea pig freaking test shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some
testing whatever. Crazy.
This somebody said they already eating through the cut mask. They eating through they got a mask out like that. They can eat through the mask. Man, this is insane, man. All it would take is if people would just start using common sense, man, and actually stand up and say, no, I'm not wearing a mask. Damn. Peace, crap. I'm not wearing a mask. Like the collective. They don't want to talk about that, Cujo.
Yeah.
Nah, the police gonna get me. Police gonna get you. What you mean the police gonna get you? Did you even attempt the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, Mobb Deep had a song. It was called Where Your Heart At. You know the song, Cujo.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
the song, boy. Where your heart at, man? Where's your heart at? Where's our people's heart at? I'm talking about Boricuas. I'm talking about Dominicans. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Brazilians,
All the
Trinidadians,
islands. Yeah. Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah.
Where's
And
our
not
heart at?
and not some global heart thing. Where's the heart at for us?
Yeah, for our
You
people.
know what I mean? Not for the whales and for the, you know what I mean, the
Yeah,
European feminist women, whatever. Not for the
yeah.
LGBTQ and all of that stuff, and not for us
For
as
us,
a people. Yeah,
because
us as a people.
we the same people. We
Yeah,
the same people.
on
That's
the same side of the world.
that's an uncomfortable conversation for them. They don't want to talk
Yeah,
about how Boricuas and Dominicans, we all Tainos, Arawaks, we all Moors.
yeah,
They want to be like, man, fuck that. I ain't linking up with them. They ain't us. We the same people. Like, you sound ignorant.
same people.
Same people. We all going through the shit. Everybody can agree. I don't care what you are. If you a melanated being, when you get in your car and let's say the unconscious Moors, they get in their car and don't tell me that y'all don't think when you in your car that when the police get behind you, you don't start getting sweat behind the back of your neck. And you starting to bend blocks now and shit because you are afraid of the police. Real shit though. Why not go to what the police are supposed to know, which is the law book, so you can know and be competent on what they can and cannot do to you.
To you.
Uncomfortable.
Can and cannot do to you.
That's uncomfortable though. They like, nah, I ain't gonna read that. What I'm gonna read that for? That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Jamal said it still happens.
I just seen that. You still get the little trickle, the little nigger trickle once in a while.
Everybody, like when the police get behind me, I'm knowing what I know, but I'm still, they motherfuckers ain't my friends.
Yeah, yo.
They ain't my friends. I'm
Out
gonna be
of here. Out of here.
Yeah.
We're not trying to see you people.
Yeah. They ain't my friends.
And the Moors who are pushing the fake whatever can't be that honest and let the people know that that's where it's at. You know what I mean? That's just where it's at. It's not something that we're lesser of or more because our antennas go up when we see something's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not a lesser thing. That's just what it is. You know? We're not gonna play Superman and stuff like that. Can't even break bricks and all that. Stop the shit.
Like we gonna be a martyr. We gonna be a fool. Jump in some we don't know nothing about, nothing that happened. We just gonna jump in there. This man right here was a general and a teacher. What a general
and a president.
And a president. Where's our heart at? Where's our heart at? Somebody tried to break the party up with Noble Drew Ali. What Noble Drew Ali had? He had gorillas in that room. They tried to bust the party up. He had gorillas on standby. Those people that ran out of that place, what did he say? Them people ran up and down the street, said, man, don't mess with them Moors.
Don't mess with them.
Don't mess with them.
Those Moors know people in the government.
Man, uncomfortable conversation. They don't want to talk about that.
No.
They don't want to talk about how he had goonies up inside that temple that was protecting the temple. Yep. Especially anybody coming in there with roughhousing.
Trying to talk crazy or trying to whatever. You know
exactly.
What I mean? That's not just some religious leader guy like how they tell you.
Exactly.
Right. For the prophecies, For the
Yes, sir.
the prophesized prophecies, you could go to Khalifa Media and get Cujo L's book,
Yes,
Watch
sir.
My Prophecies. Go get that if you want to see the prophecies of Noble Drew Ali. There's some there, and then there's some in the book called Oral Statements
Yes, sir.
of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, or they call it Moorish Hadith.
Yes, sir. Talk about the prophet, man. You talk about a man, you could say the man of the century.
Yeah, yeah, you
You
could.
could say the man of the century.
It's just that, you know, he had greater work to do on the soul plane, so he got the hell out of here.
Yo, Cujo, yo, correct me if I'm wrong with another uncomfortable conversation. Didn't Noble Drew Ali, this man right here, the prophet, peace be unto the prophet, didn't he say, some of you Moors I'm going to have to kill and teach on the soul plane?
He said
Did
he
he
would
say
have
those
to,
words?
he would have to, he said he brought you everything it takes. What do we want him to do? Kill us?
Mm.
And with regard to the soul plane, he made reference to that once you're done your work here, you know, there's greater work to do somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so he went to do where the greater work needed to be done,
Yes, sir.
which is why this is divine first, and why we're even still able to be here, because we had, you know what I mean, Allah guiding certain Moors to keep this thing alive so we can get it.
Yes, sir.
And we're those new Moors, eyes wide open, and all the Moors who are behind us on the way,
Yes, sir.
you know, are the eyes wide open Moors that Noble Drew Ali said was gonna be here, that were eventually gonna show up. And
Yep.
when they show up, people are gonna have problems.
Yep. And that's what that's what they're trying to prevent. But you cannot stop it. You cannot stop the divine national movement, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not. What so yo, what was that joint, Cujo? Where the man was talking about if their powers, what he say about their powers being more than Allah?
Oh,
Like,
extended past
yeah,
the hands of Allah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like so I guess these Moors that be cooking up all these packages and shit. So I guess their powers extend more than Allah then, right?
Oh, must be. They have to be the man. They have to be greater than Allah.
Like
They have to be.
like how, Sway? How can you be greater than the creator? We co-creators, yeah. But don't get it twisted though. You cannot be greater than Allah though.
Please don't get it twisted.
We co-creators, yeah. But we're not Allah though. We're Allah in the flesh, but we're not greater. Like, you talking about somebody that said, let there be light. You talking about somebody that said, let there be light, fam. And then there was light. We co-creators, but I ain't seen no more yet. Just walk in the dark room and say, let there be light, and shit start beaming everywhere. I ain't seen that yet. I ain't saw that yet. I seen a lot of Moors illuminate, but I have not seen a Moor illuminate to a pitch black room,
Yeah.
and light just start beaming out everywhere. I ain't seen that yet.
That's the Moor right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that
Whoever
shit.
that Moor is, if that Moor's on here, we need a video of that shit.
Hell yeah. Uncomfortable conversation.
I don't know if this I think the countdown might be coming. I didn't even check the time when we started, but I don't want you to get cut off in
Yo, Jamal, jump on there. Jump on there.
So you have some more uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. I want Jamal to jump on there, man. Or one of the other Moors Jump on there and continue the energy.
Continue the uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
Islam to all the Moors. Islam to
Islam.
you, Moor. I'm gonna get this one up for sure. Peace and love to all the mothers.
Yes, sir.
Islam to all the Moors worldwide. Again, this is Canaanland Moors, uncomfortable conversations with Brother Cush Day.
Yes, sir.
You just jump over to oh, Squirrelfoot's gardening. He's busy.
Oh, you say you gardening right now? All right.
He's going in right now.
What's up?
You have any closing remarks, more?
Man, I think we said it all, man. We said enough. They gotta let this process, man. They gotta let this process. Good, how you doing? Don't be sheep outside. Don't be sheep. Don't be sheep, man. If it's a fucking dog, if it bark like a dog, it's a dog. All right?
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a cat. It's not, you know what I'm saying, a bird. It's a dog. The UPS man that we saw, he worked for UPS. You know what I'm saying? He worked for UPS. He did not have a FedEx uniform on. He got a UPS uniform on. So he's part of that corporation. We don't have to link up with the U.S. corporation. Take the uniform off. And the uniform is black. Black people. That's the uniform. That's the uniform, G. Take off the uniform of the color code system. Black is the uniform for color of law from the U.S. corporation. Take off the fucking uniform. Damn.
Islam.
Islam.
Peace and love, more. We'll build again soon.
Yes, sir.
As soon as them conversations come up, I'm gonna hit you up.
Man, no doubt.
Islam to all Moors.
Peace and love to all the Moors.
Peace.